Almost 1 year ago to the day, I came on to the Bottom Line View and I ranted about the state of the Buffalo Bills. I suggested that it was a soft football team that could not play outdoors, that could not play in the cold, that could not play in the snow. And a playoff later, one season later, the Buffalo Bills, with the bully of the NFL in their building, the Pittsburgh Steel Curtain, the grittiness, the toughness of the Steelers, and the mystique of the terrible towel came into the house of the Bills Mafia. And the Bills beat down the Pittsburgh Steelers into oblivion because a big man standing at about 6'5", 6'6", 240 pounds, named Joshua Allen, took the team and said, "It's my time. I don't care what the weather is. It could be cold. It could be sunny. It doesn't matter where this game is played. Hop on my back. It's time for the Bills to win a playoff game." Josh Allen slinging the rock. Josh Allen running the rock. The Buffalo Bills took the Steelers and slammed the Steelers smack down right through the table. Josh, get the tables. Bring them out. There goes Tomlin. Tomlin, are you going to be back next year? What's your contract status, buddy? You go through a table. Mason Rudolph, it's not December anymore. It's not Christmas. You take your red nose and you go through a table. Who's next? Pickens. Pickens, you go through a table. And the entire Pittsburgh Steelers team, all their fans, go through a bunch of tables. The Bills Mafia was there before the game, clearing the snow, getting the snow out of the way, making sure they could sit down for the display that was at hand with the beastiest, bestest quarterback in the game, Josh Allen. The Bills, they have proven to me over the last stretch of games that they are tough, that they are physical, and they might not be the most talented this year. They might not be the biggest high-flying display of artistic ability and cinema I've ever seen on a football field. But what I do know is that they'll play with grit, they'll play with toughness, they'll play with heart, and they'll play with something that I've seen from them. And that is veteran savvy. That is experience. That is the ability to look back on the past and say, we've been through this. We've been through that. Our coach was called a terrorist. Our offensive coordinator got fired. We've dealt with Tre'Davious White going down. We've dealt with Matt Milano going down. We've dealt with this guy going down, that guy going down. During the game, Bernard goes down, or one of our players almost died on the field. And the Buffalo Bills have taken all that. They have jumbled it up into a big pot of what fuels the fire of the Buffalo Bills and the Bills Mafia in 2024. 31-17, the Bills win. The Bills go up early in this game, 21-0. One tight end, Dawson Knox, touchdown. Two tight end, Dalton Kincaid, touchdown. Josh Allen, the nicest run from a quarterback you'll see all year. They said it was a fake slide. No, it wasn't a fake slide. It's called the Steelers. You got to tackle. When you got Josh Allen, you got to be able to tackle. And the man is a cheat code. You can't tackle him. He's the most difficult player to tackle in the NFL. I don't know how many times I count Josh Allen escape the first tackler on a sack. There should be a stat for broken sacks. Josh Allen would lead that sack stat in, I don't even know by how many, 50, 100? And there was one on Patrick Peterson today. It was like, little boy, sit down. Ice up, son. And then the Steelers, they try to come back. Nothing was working early in the game. They couldn't run the ball. They couldn't throw the ball. Mason Rudolph was lost. I give Mason Rudolph a little bit of credit. He actually came back a little bit. He actually made something happen. He actually made it a one-score game, 24-17. It got to be a game. But then what do championship caliber teams do? What do good teams do? They put that team away. Shakir, touchdown drive. Unbelievable, making people miss, broken tackles. Touchdown. For the game, the Bills in the cold, in the wind, everyone was kissing Mahomes' booty cheeks for his performance against Miami's soft, hurt defense. What about what Allen did in similar, if not worse conditions against a better top 10 defense? How about that? How about that? Bills, a well-rounded game of 24 first downs, 179 rushing yards, 368 total yards. They only punted 3 times, and most importantly, the Buffalo Bills, 0 turnovers. 0 turnovers. The Bills dominated from start to finish. There were lapses throughout, but I've got to give the Bills credit for persevering through, guys going down left and right. They were starting 3rd and 4th stringers in the secondary at one point. They didn't have players starting in the game. They were already out. Rasul Douglas didn't even play in this game. They're going to get him back next week, you would think, against that big Chiefs team. The rivalry. Allen, Mahomes. This time, it'll be at a different venue. This time, it'll be in front of the snow flying, snow flinging, dildo chucking. I've seen it myself. I've seen you guys throw those things at Brady. I've seen you throw them at him. You better throw at least 3 at Mahomes. I'm just telling you that. At least 3. And throw another one at his brother. The Bills Mafia. At home. Bills win 31-17. Nothing else has to be said. I can't wait for Chiefs and Bills. That's going to be a legit great playoff game. By far, the best matchup of divisional round in my mind. Congratulations to the Mafia. Let's move to the second matchup, where I cannot say one thing. I love my boy Big Al. And because I love my boy Big Al, who supports the channel more than any other guy around town, I've got to rip the Philadelphia Eagles to absolute shreds. There will be nothing left of the Philadelphia Eagles after I'm finished with them. The final score, 32-9 Tampa Bay. The Philadelphia Eagles came into this week, wild card round, as favorites. Favorites. Are you fucking kidding me? The Philadelphia Eagles. Has anyone watched the Philadelphia Eagles play football the last few weeks? If you picked the Eagles to win, I'm sorry, but you have not watched the Philadelphia Eagles. They lose by 1,000 points in this game against a team that everyone said sucked, against a team that everyone said was mid, average, no good. Baker Mayfield, I laugh at you. The Bucs are too old. They're past their peak. They're past their prime. They're not good anymore. I've heard that before. 27-10. They lost to the Giants last week. The week before, they lost to Call of Duty Kyler Murray 35-31. They were lucky to beat Danny DeVito. Sirianni had to pray to the Italian God to beat the Italian Stallion. They lost to Drew Lock. They got killed by the Dallas Cowboys. They got murdered against the 49ers. Debo's still laughing at them. He's still laughing. 32-9. And this is great. I'm going to talk about the Bucs because the Bucs deserve a lot of love. We'll talk about the Bucs. I think a lot of people are not going to give them a chance in hell. A snowball's shot in hell to beat the Detroit Lions and Jared Goff. We'll talk about that in a sec. But first, the Philadelphia Eagles. This was your last game. Potentially your last game with Jason Kelce, Hall of Famer. Fletcher Cox, Hall of Famer. Brandon Graham, at least Philadelphia Eagle Ring of Honor. Darius Slay got hurt at the end of the game. Lane Johnson, Hall of Famer, might retire. Look at how many Hall of Famers you got on your damn team, bro. 32-9. Nick Sirianni, I blame you, sir. I blame you and your Italian flag on your every single piece of your clothing, bro. I get it. You're Italian. I'm Italian. I get it. You got pride. You got pride. You just look like a clown. What do you even do? What do you do? I don't hear you talk into the damn microphone during the game. I don't know if you don't call plays. You clearly don't motivate this team. There is no motivation. I don't know which Rocky Balboa quote you used. It's not a matter of if you get knocked down, it's how you get back up. Get this guy out of the NFL. He is a piece of trash. He is flaming hot garbage. I've seen through him since day one and his Mickey Mouse face. This guy has the biggest jabroni expressions I've ever seen in my life. He's gotten owned all week, all day, all year long. 32-9. You've got how many Hall of Famers? Count them. Count them. Count them. How many? How many do you need, sir? Let's go through the possible all-time players on the Philadelphia Eagles. Let's start from the secondary, which apparently is terrible and has no talent. I know that they're old. James Bradbury, Hall of Very Good, not Hall of Fame. Darius Slay has Hall of Fame stats. Kevin Byard is Hall of Very Good, if not close to the Hall of Fame, was an three-time All-Pro. Linebackers, nobody. They all suck. Not going to lie. Fletcher Cox. Jalen Carter was arguably the Rookie of the Year at defense this year. He is obviously not a Hall of Famer. It's the first year of his career. But you have him. Brandon Graham. Hall of Very Good. Ring of Honor. Fletcher Cox, Hall of Fame. I don't know if I said that already. Who else? Offensive line. Lane Johnson. Jason Kelce, Hall of Fame. Who else? I mean, man, one or two of the other offensive linemen might make the Ring of Honor. Dallas Goedert, Pro Bowl level player. Devontae Smith, Heisman Trophy winner, future All-Pro, Pro Bowler, future Ring of Honor Eagle. A.J. Brown could be a Hall of Fame talent. Jalen Hurts, college legend, supposedly top 5 quarterback. He is not, by the way. He's not. How many legends do you need? How many great players do you need, Nick Sirianni? You piece of monkey trash. Get your ass out of here. You suck. Seriously. I'm not even joking. I'm not even playing this up. You suck. Like, what do you do? What do you do? And then you think your brilliant idea. And I hate to get on my guy. Okay, I hate to get on my guy. Pats fan here speaking. I think Matt Patricia is an incredible human being. What makes him earn the opportunity to call plays for the Philadelphia Eagles in the playoffs? I understand your defense sucks. I understand it's got no hope. But why are you just trying to find a scapegoat? Like, is that what you're doing to Matt Patricia? Like, what? Nobody could fix this piece of monkey trash. There is no hope for this team. So you had to find a scapegoat. So what did you do? You found everyone's scapegoat. You found Bill Belichick's scapegoat. You found the Lions' scapegoat. You found everybody's scapegoat, Matt Patricia. And you got him, and you made him the defensive play caller, so Nick Sirianni can take his Italian flag, and he can say, hey, look, I got this other fat Italian over here, Waluigi. He's to blame, bro. Not me. Not me. I'm not at fault. It's his fault. Waluigi's fault. Not my fault. His fault. His fault. So obviously this was a scapegoat type of deal. Okay? And then you've got Fat Dom. I don't know where he was. I didn't see him in attendance. He was probably making a sandwich or something, fat ass. And then you've got this team. This team sucks. Fire everybody. How is this team this bad? I have never seen a team this bad at picking up a blitz. How many Pro Bowl linemen do you need to pick up a blitz? Count them with me. How many linemen do you need? You got 2 Hall of Famers. You got 4 Pro Bowlers. How many linemen you need to pick up a blitz? They couldn't pick up the blitz against the Giants. They couldn't pick up a blitz against the Cardinals. They couldn't pick up a blitz against the Cowboys. They couldn't pick up a blitz against the Niners. They still can't pick up a blitz. It's the playoffs. Season on the line against the guy that likes to blitz more than anything in life. Todd Bowles. His middle name is Blitz. I looked it up. Todd Blitz Bowles. It's real. And you still can't pick up a blitz. And your run game, you just got away from your identity completely this year. No physicality, no toughness, no heart, no passion. It's the same story about the Dallas Cowboys. Same story. No heart, no passion, no vigor, no balls, no testicular fortitude. None of it. None of it. This team looks nothing like the team I saw in the Super Bowl last year. Not one thing. This franchise fired Andy Reid. Andy Reid. This franchise fired Doug Peterson. Super Bowl champ. Doug Peterson. They sure as hell can fire this dude. Bring in somebody that can actually coach a team that knows how to pick up a blitz. Please. Please. Jalen Hurts, figure it out, pal. Stop running around in circles. I don't even know the offensive coordinator's name. Johnson or some shit. He's a piece of monkey trash. He runs 5 plays, 5 moves of doom, John Cena. Inside zone. RPO pass to the flat. That was his only answer against the blitz. RPO pass to the flat. That's it. Screen pass. Curl or slant. That's all he got. Tush push. 5 moves of doom. Brian Johnson. You don't deserve a job. Next. Who else deserves to get shot at here? The entire Eagles defense. Can you learn how to tackle? Like, Big Al can teach you how to tackle. Get low, wrap up. You couldn't tackle a soul. You couldn't tackle David Moore. What's that about? David Moore, bro. Seriously? Half the people right now are saying, who the heck? Who? Who's that? They can't tackle anybody. It's embarrassing. You make every Bucs receiver look like Deebo Samuel. This team sucks. I thought the Cowboys were bad. This team sucks. They can't pick up a blitz. They don't know what their identity is. They've given up on their coach. You need a real coach in there. And lastly, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Fire the damn cannons. All right, all right, all right.
Great cash, homie.
Give the Bucs some love, some credit. They deserve it. Every last one of them, starting with Baker Mayfield. It's not easy to come in for the GOAT. It's not easy to, in the year after following Tom Brady leaving your team, coming in and going to the playoffs and winning a playoff game. Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, love to them. Shout out to all the playmakers that stepped up. Chris Godwin scored a touchdown near the end of the game. Mike Evans was relatively quiet. The playmakers that stepped up, Cade Otton had a huge game. David Moore had a huge game. Tompkins had a huge game. Rashad White played well. He has been all year. The O-line was phenomenal. Baker was great tonight. Taking hits left and right, breaking and cracking ribs left and right, throwing lasers. Pew, pew, pew. To quote Jonathan Gannon, all over the field. And defensively, man, that was vintage Bulls. Chef kiss. Blitzes up the middle. A gap, B gap, C gap, D gap, F gap, G gap, Z gap. Whatever you call it, bro. Every angle from everywhere. My goodness, Kalijah Cansey. You handsome devil. Wow. Levante David, stud. Antoine Winfield, stud. Shout out to my boy Jamel Dean, big game. Carlton Davis, key pass breakup. Shaq Barrett. All the boys. Vita Vea stopped the tush push single-handedly. He showed you how to do it. And shout out to Jason Light. I made a video earlier in the offseason talking about how the Bucs have had an underrated offseason with what they've done with their roster. Picking up veteran free agents that I thought were wonderful, having a great draft. Baker's a tough son of a gun. Jason Light is a smart son of a gun. And Todd Bowles is moving to the divisional round. If there's any coach that should be fired, it's not Todd Bowles. It's Nick Sirianni. That's it. That's all I got. Eagles are trash. Trash! Thanks for watching the recap. Gronk spiked the like button for the Bucs. Subscribe. We'll see you next time. Deuces.